Slide to air. 4, 3, 2.
Tonight on CSTV, we explore the Russian world of kettlebells.
In girls field hockey, the Eastside Lancers tried and end Malvern's undefeated season.
And in celebration of one curling club's 50th anniversary, we head off to East York Curling Club and give an American his first shot to curl.
Hey there, folks. I'm Amit Mann.
And I'm Rosa Garcia.
And welcome to CSTV edition number 4.
No, we have a lot of fun sports today to cover.
Absolutely. Rugby, indoor soccer should be a great show.
Some kettlebells, so I'm excited.
As am I. Let's get to it. In women's field hockey, the Eastside Lancers take on Malvern in the battle of the best in the region.
The Leaside Lancers field hockey team has been an undefeated juggernaut this year, a fact that isn't lost on Leaside coach Sarah Jones.
So the season's been going great. We've been getting lots of goals. Girls have been up and positive, getting better every game. We have a very well-balanced team with a lot of returnees. Girls have been here for 4 years. This is the year they really want to go for it. Just a few rookies. So I'd have to say that, without centering, Kristen Lee is one of our co-captains, and she's got 9 goals. Maddie Stock. But, they're solid throughout. They're all really good.
Star players Madison Stock and Kristen Lee hope for a positive result from the game.
We're hoping to win. I mean, Malvern is our rival. They have been for a very long time, and we are just hoping to come out of this with a win and beat our rival team. I think that our team has some good skills, and we've been playing together a lot of us have been playing together since grade 9, so we've had 4 years of practice together, so hopefully our chemistry can outdo it.
A scoreless first half saw Leaside dominate possession, but unable to break the Malvern defense. After a hard-fought game, Leaside managed a 1-0 victory to remain undefeated against their longtime rivals from Malvern, something the girls were thrilled with. Rosa Garcia, Centennial Sports TV. You know, Amit, I was actually at that game. It was really exciting. Both teams were undefeated. What
I didn't like, though, that cheer. I'm going to hear that in my nightmares for centuries to come.
It was a good cheer, though. I think it was fun.
I think you're wrong, but anyways.
So, the Toronto Scottish Rugby Football Club held their over-30s versus under-30s game on Sunday at Lawrence Park. The annual event has been going on for almost a decade now. More than 30 players come out to play and remember a friend.
Always a great event. The rugby season's over for the women, the men are still going. It's time to get together. Usually a beautiful Thanksgiving weekend. Play some rugby and just remember Dave Phillips.
Dave Phillips, one of our members who was a kid, went traveling. Unfortunately had a tragic accident when he was backpacking and passed away.
It was a big loss when he passed away in the accident, and I think everybody comes out, like people who haven't played for 5-6 years, and say, I'm going to put on a boots because it's, for Dave Phillips.
You see friends of Dave come out, and I think they do appreciate that we try and live his memory on through the game.
It is competitive because the under-30s are first-team players. They're all fit young guys, and then the over-30s are all the old guys who like to think they were fit. Nobody gives in. Everybody goes just all out for it. You don't want to miss a tackle to some young kid.
The 30 mark in the rugby career is when you're over the hill or when it's time to retire. So we definitely try and have the young kids try to go against the older guys.
For me, just I don't get to come out too often now, family and everything. So to come out and see all like friends I haven't seen in a long time just coming out, and we're on the field playing like we did 10 years ago, and then we all sort of get together after the game and have a good time and catch up till another year.
Coming up on CSTV, the Centennial Sports Profile.
And our own Melissa Boufonous takes part in a traditional Russian workout.
Hello, I'm Renee Paquette.
And I'm Art O'Cal.
We are from Right After Wrestling on the Score Television Network, and you are watching Centennial Sports Television.
It's 100 years, right? Centennial.
I don't know.
Centennial Sports Journalism. Get way into the game.
My East York is catching up on my workouts in between classes at Frog's Gym.
My East York is Centennial Sports TV.
Have you ever worked out at Frog's Gym?
No.
We should go.
Let's make it a date.
Stop flirting with me.
Once a student athlete at East York Collegiate, Demetra Sanos has come back to her high school as a teacher and coach. She joined our own Cliff Basharette to talk about her experiences with the school then and now.
What was your experience with East York as a student?
It was great. I love the school. I was really involved. I was on the track team for indoor and outdoor season. I was on the athletic association, so I really wanted to get school spirit out there. We did a lot of intramurals when we were here, and it was a really, the spirit was there. It was a little bit different from now, and that's what we're trying to bring back to the school, what it was like when we were here.
So when you were a student here, did it ever occur to you that maybe you teach here someday? Like, did it ever pass through your mind?
Yeah, I always wanted to, and I did volunteer here when I was a student, and then later on in university, I came and volunteered with teachers, which is how I got my foot in the door. And they remember the people that help out and that love the school. And I did teach in a few other schools, but as soon as I knew that there was an opening here, I jumped at the opportunity, and I've moved out of the community since, but I don't think I could leave the school. It's just, there's too many good things about it.
When you came back for your first say shift as a teacher, was it different walking to the school, being a teacher instead of a student?
Yeah, it was a little weird, walking through the hallways, looking at my old locker, seeing my old teachers, but it was a lot easier going back to your own school because you know where everything is, you know a lot of the teachers, everyone's more inviting because they're like, hey, that's, you used to come here, how are you? The secretaries remembered me. So, it's nice when everyone embraces you and realizes that you're part of the community again.
What does it mean for you to stay a part of the East York community?
That's really important. I was here at Friday Night Lights, and that's such an important community event where old alumni come, and I can meet people that have been here, that came here in the 30s or the 40s, and talk to them about their experiences. And it's just it makes everybody feel like, yeah, I want to be here. I want to make the school a good place to be. It's not just a place to come and write a test, go home. You want to be part of it and give everything to the school. So there's a lot of other projects that I'm involved in the school I'm trying to make this place a nice place to go to that kids want to stay and participate and help out in.
In honor of East York's Curling Club's 50th anniversary, CSTV sent one of our own to learn more about the sport.
Curling has been part of the Canadian culture for over 100 years, and for the past 50, the East York Curling Club has provided the community a chance to embrace the sport. With pictures filling the walls, it reminds members of its rich history that over the years has produced some of Ontario's top curlers and has held many major curling events.
Well, this club was the first club to represent World Juniors in 1976, I believe it was. That's history. This is a big thing for East York, I believe. I love curling myself, so I might be a little prejudiced, but it gets people involved.
I think that it's wonderful to have a community place where, anywhere from little rockers right through golden age, men and women can come and curl.
You have a lot of generations of curlers, families that have curled, the daughters, the sons. It's a fun sport, it's very easy to learn.
In celebration of their 50th anniversary, I'm bringing them a present. Myself, an American, so they can teach me how to curl. After getting my first taste at curling, I realized that it's a much harder sport than it looks on TV, yet surprisingly it's a lot more fun than it looks on TV as well. And the East York Curling Club hopes that for another 50 years it can continue bringing popularity to this, what seems to be a dull sport, but in actuality is quite fun. For Centennial Sports TV, I'm Matt Shott.
In the search for their first victory of the season, the Centennial Colts men's soccer team unfortunately came up just short. In their final game of the regular season against the George Brown Huskies, the Colts tied 1-1, finishing the year a depressing 0-6-2. And the Colts' lone goal was scored by Argumero Neto, allowing the Colts to end their season on a higher note than a loss.
In this week's Centennial Athlete Profile, we have Liberty Mograbi, a point guard who won the team MVP last year as a freshman and is looking to dominate this season.
They were heart and passion. I combined the two. Well, I mean, I've been playing basketball ever since I was a little kid, through elementary, through middle school, to high school. I mean, it just keeps me motivated, and I just love the sport. Oh, I love LeBron James, Jordan, Dwayne Wade. I love all of them. I mean, they're great inspiration. So honored that I got an MVP award, you know? So I'm just grateful that I got that. Could add that to the rest of them.
We're kicking off with coverage of Team Volkswagen versus Smith & Anderson in a Toronto Sports Social Club indoor soccer battle.
And Melissa Boufonous gets a workout while getting her first experience training with a kettlebell.
Hello, I'm Renee Paquette.
And I'm Art O'Cal.
We are from Right After Wrestling on the Score Television Network, and you are watching Centennial Sports Television.
It's 100 years, right? Centennial.
I don't know.
Centennial Sports Journalism. Get way into the game.
Getting down to the wire of Show 4 of CSTV. How does it feel?
It feels good. I hope you guys are enjoying the show.
I am. Are you?
Yep.
Fantastic. Now on to recreational sports leagues. The Toronto Sports Social Club lets people stay active and meet new people. Kaitlin Kettle took in a game this week.
Here at the Toronto City Sports Centre in East York, the blue team, Smith & Anderson, will be taking on the green team, Volkswagen. Now, Volkswagen dominated during the Summer League. Now, during the Fall League, they're going to try to take home the championship.
Both teams came onto the field looking rather lethargic as they felt each other out in the early going of the game. Volkswagen threw the first punch in this one as number 17 corralled the loose ball and deposited it to the top corner, giving green the lead. A second chance, but this shot would go right off the iron. That miss proved costly for Volkswagen as after Smith & Anderson tied it up, they would get what turned out to be the game-winning goal, catching the goalie out of position. The game would come to a halt briefly because of a disagreement about a handball ruling, as well as the ball getting stuck in the dome netting. Eventually, the game continued. Volkswagen tried for the equalizer, but the Smith & Anderson goalie was having none of it and his team was victorious, 2-1. After the game, we spoke with Volkswagen to see what went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we came out strong. We had loads of shots. I think we dominated the play. And the team, we really had a goaltending issue today. We didn't have a starting goaltender.
He gets us shutouts quite often, so.
Smith & Anderson continued to talk about the on-field disagreement.
I'm a ref myself, so I should know if the ball was unintentionally touched, and it doesn't impede play, really. At the end of the day, the ref should usually let the play go on.
With the win, Smith & Anderson inches closer to the Fall League Championship. For CSTV, I'm Kaitlin Kettle.
The girls' East Commerce basketball held nothing back last night as they defeated the Northern Knights 92-39 in high school action. In their last game at home, the Saints impressed fans with a team effort, getting contributions from every player on the roster. For more information on this game and all your high school sports needs, visit torontoobserver.ca.
Well, East York, it's time to find out what's going on in your backyard in the coming weeks. Monday Night Darts Royal Canadian Legion, make sure you are there. Tier 1 North Region Football Semis. That's 2:30 October 21st. High School Football, Eastern Commerce Danforth Tech, 2:30 on October 10th. As well as Toronto Kickboxing and Muay Thai Academy Nutrition Workshop on Saturday, October 16th.
That's great. East York seems like it has a lot of activity going on right now.
I'm going to go to that nutrition little seminar there.
That could be informational.
I think it will be. I can
Let me
improve
know
my
how
health.
that goes. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. Centuries ago in Russia, a man's strength was determined with kettlebells. Men would perform moves with kettlebells in the streets during city festivals to prove how strong they were. CSTV's Melissa Boufonous tried out a kettlebell class to show this is not just a test for strength for men anymore.
I've been looking for a new way to work out lately, and looks like I found it. I'm at Riverdale Park right now, about to try kettlebell for the first time. Yeah, let's get to it. I have no idea what to expect, so hopefully I'm still alive in an hour from now. Rolling Stone magazine named kettlebells the hot weight of the year in 2002. The military-style workout has been a fitness sensation ever since.
All the systems are working at once, cardiovascular system, muscular system, and it also improves your flexibility. Almost done.
The Soviet Armed Forces pronounced kettlebell drills as the most effective means of strength training development. Kettlebell workouts were brought to North America in the 70s when the U.S. Army realized the power of this training method.
A lot of gyms, for liability reasons, don't want to offer these types of classes, so you might not find these classes in a big gym, and also the weights are expensive. But in a studio like ours, I decided to bring it in, so we put the money into it and the training, and here we are. Yeah, and people just love it because they see improvement within weeks. 2 to 3 times a week. Within 4 weeks, they're stronger. They're already up to the next kettlebell weight. They feel stronger. Their body feels more firm.
I work out a ton, so kettlebell just augments what I already do, but I definitely have a firmer lower body.
As a hockey player, I pride myself on having strong legs, yet I was surprised at how much I felt this workout. So does the pain ever go away after 4 months?
No, because every time it starts to go away, you use a little heavier kettlebell.
Feeling the burn from the kettlebell workout, for Centennial Sports TV, Melissa Boufonous. I'm tired. See the sweat?
Rosa, would you ever try kettlebell?
I think I would. It looks really fun, a little bit hard, but I will.
Not only is this show for, but also it is Rosa Garcia's birthday. So, folks,
aw, you guys,
we have a cupcake for her. Happy birthday from the entire crew. Enjoy yourself. You're getting old.
Thank you, guys. Here, let me just taste a little bit.
And while she does that, we're taking off.
That's delicious.
Amit Mann, CSTV, Rosa Garcia.
Bye,
we'll see you
guys.
Later.
Great job.
And fade to black.